happy holidays, you guys, yeah.
Hello everybody and welcome back, it's me KUNOLEO, and today we're playing some more Katawa Shoujo. Whoa. Yeah, so last time we tried to find a new club. Well, these two girls, the two girls we've met so far, they wanted us to join the student council. But our character was all like, yeah, I wanna check out other clubs too. But I guess you can choose your club later on, or maybe depends on what girl you wanna go after or something. But hey, let's find out. Oh, look at that painting. Yeah, we were going to the library, I think. Yeah, we're going to the library now. I bet on the ladder and shows my direction at random. After I turn around the corner, an unmarked door draws my attention because it's not closed. It's not open either though, there's barely a jar so that I can see it's open and nothing else. It would make sense for the library door to be invitingly open, and and while this one is not quite that, it's good enough. At the very least, it means that someone is inside and I can ask for directions, no matter how embarrassing that is. I gingerly push on the center of the door with my fingertips, every muscle in my arm ready to pull back at a moment's notice. It feels bad of fuck every time. The feeling of being an outsider to the school can't be shaken from my mind, so much so that I instinctively fear doing something wrong by entering. What a creepy noise. The door slowly creaks, as if groaning from a deep sleep, though it's much easier to open than I'd anticipated. Leaning over and poking my head over ever further inside to gain sight of the room as fast as possible. The meek hello in my lips is quickly snatched away. So what's inside? Oh, it's a blonde girl. This is not as I was expecting. I mindlessly let the door open to its full extent, taking in the sight of the celebrity figure taking center stage in the otherwise abandoned room. The situation stills my voice, leaving me standing at the doorway, staring at the beautiful girl. Evidently, having taken her time to assess the situation, the girl gently puts down her teacup and opens her eyes, but doesn't look at me. Wavy-haired girl. Hello there. May I help you? Staring directly in front of herself. The movements of her lips seems to break the silence rather than the words. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminded me. However, it's the soft, measured voice that reminds me. Voice that reminds me she's a being separated from the room itself. Why would someone even think that? Whatever. Not only is she likely the tallest girl I've ever laid eyes on, but even among the foreigners I've met, she's strikingly distinct. Hi, sorry for intruding. Oh, it's just, kinda lost. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if it's carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering that I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly stepped toward another seat, opposite of that. I slowly step towards another seat. What the fuck? Why can't I read this? I slowly step towards another seat opposite here. Opposite. Fuck. Jesus Christ. I slowly step towards another seat opposite her. Jesus Christ, Kuno. Get it together. I'm stunned by her beauty. I don't know. The girl resting the teacup and saucer on a wooden table in between. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is telling that, and this slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have a detectable accent either. I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The common atmosphere is so very different from the student council office. I take it you're a new student to Yamaku. Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get a distinct feeling my speech pattern doesn't match the formality of hers. Accentuate. What the fuck is? Come on, guys. Come on, man. This is not my native language. Come on, be a little bit more nice to me. Get damn it. Executed. Fuck. Bro, by her restrained bow of greeting. One wish I hastened the match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm Lily Sato. Pleased to meet you. Hisao Nakai. She gives a nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of the teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with her formality. The proceedings, shit. Fuck. If you're laughing at me right now, I'm gonna find you, and I will kill you. Old memes, whatever. She gives a kind nod, taking the request as stride. It's 3. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along the shelf. A brush here, a brush there. Her left hand often lightly touched the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see another around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see the different disabilities the students in my class have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Jisune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I never thought of. While I feel slightly guilty about her doing the work, she seems pleased to be following the correct process of the offerer preparing the drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of my silent observance. There we go. That's her. So she's the blind girl. Oh, she's pretty cute. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. The school library. Jisune and me, some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup. She nods. As she nods, a small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it is being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Sakabishi as are most students. To be with them means you're in the class free, no? That's right. In the science room with Muto. She gives me a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. A saucer. The flying saucer. She's quite a character. I imagine you'll come to like him. Most though. Oh, look, it's me. He even has the same hair color as me. Maybe. Well, he got a little more gray than I have. Wait, he has gray eyes. I have gray eyes. That's cool. Anyways, let's continue. As she sits down the tea, I generally take it and have a sip. It tastes awful. I'm really more of a coffee person. But it seems like a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, it smells quite nice. I wholly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Seto. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of her face. Leo, did you just fart? I'm like, oh, sorry. Lily, please, just don't need to be formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well read speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself. It really does seem as if she's catering to me. Okay. So which class are you from? I imagine it's one of the third year classes. Correct. I'm in 3-2, which is on the third floor, as same as yours. It taught by Miyagi, and it's specifically it's specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. I mean, sorry. I feel like slapping myself for that Faux Pass. Yeah. Looking at her face, though, she doesn't seem in the least bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change your speed on my account. Sure. Sorry. I guess I'm really showing my newness there. An environment like this... wait, this hurt. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fully for it. While the same can't be said for everyone, many have come to terms with their conditions. A category which could include her, it seems. All the ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I say, into another. Do you come here to drink tea often? It's a real nice place. Thinking on it, it might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties are as class representative. I don't believe enough time for an official club, so a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Chizune, her mannerism seems to be almost completely opposite, while Chizune is blunt and fiercely driven. Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Okay, I might read this like I'm some kind of fucking retard. Well, I am a retard, so please guys, I'm disabled, I can't help it, don't make fun of me. Okay. Come to think of it, it might be useful for a less biased view of the school's club. What kind of clubs are there to join? The more popular ones are the track and field club, which uses the field there at school during lunch times, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though, such as the art and the music club. At a time when I just wanted to get at a time when I just wanted to get on my feet, rushed into the club right away. It seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rules as my old one. Is it okay to beat up other classmates? I don't know. What kind of rules he's talking about? I mean, all schools have like the same rules, right? Except those schools is like, you can't play Pokemon cards. I don't know. Is it compulsory to join a club? Sorry if I butcher any words, you know. I'm pretty weird. It isn't, though it is encouraged. Ah, good. That's a relief. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seems to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get a cold, I finally start drinking it as Lily does the same. We've been sitting here for 10 hours. Oh, and now the song kicks in. As I look over to the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room as a distinctly orange tint. Distinctly. Even here, time doesn't stand still. Huh, the time's gone quick. Lee. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun is starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise to her. I guess she must have lost track of time. Sorry, Sal. I didn't mean to keep you from the library for so long. I quickly moved to allay her concern. Ah, no, it's okay. The library is still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked sooner when I had a chance, but Lydia seems likely to know in any case. True, it's open until 6:30 during weekdays. I quickly glance at my watch, confirms I have well enough time to get there. I might get it going in that case. It's been nice talking to you, Lily. She smiles and gives a deep nod, her hands still neatly folded on the table in front of her. It was my pleasure. Oh, can't think of it. Shall I show you to where the library is? I couldn't possibly ask for more help. I should be able to find it, alright. Well, unless my navigational skills fails me, which they seems to have a habit of doing. It's alright. I was going to be wait, talking? Oh, talking to a librarian, okay. It's alright. I was going to talk to the librarian there in a case. I could introduce you. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, then that'd be great. Thanks. She stands up to follow me. She takes hold of a straight. Oh, yeah. Her stick thingy. As she stands up to follow me, she takes hold of a straight, retractable cane that has been slipped in. Have been slapped in the handle of her bag and now on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Liz looks much thinner and longer. This must be for support, whereas Liz is for navigation. Together we'll leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. And the painting is still there. Side by side, my pace carefully slowed to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room. Apparently, seated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives me an appreciated smile at the gesture, taking the lead as we file in. To the left is a wooden library counter. Wait, to the left is a wooden library counter, with the library proper being on the right. It's easily dwarfed my old school's library, with a distinct smell of old books, giving the place an almost old-world air. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students there, considering the time. It isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or the dorms. Hey, Yoko, are you there? She says it to thin air since the librarian doesn't seem to be present at all. And of course they can't say this. Well, no, it's pretty sad seeing a cute girl being blind, you know. Or, like we say in Swedish, blödig. I don't know. I don't know why I said that. I'm weird. What's unexpected is that it draws a reaction. Whoa. Bigfoot appears. I don't know. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by quite a wail. Ow. No, it must be the librarian. She having her hands pretty weird. I don't know. I've never seen anyone hold their hands like that. Okay. The origin. Apparently the librarian quickly crawls out of them, out and bounces up to an extremely rigid attention. Hi, Lily. How can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good morning. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing. I just hit my head. See, I dropped a eraser out of my desk, and while I was looking for the pencil drops, and when I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you okay? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay, it's okay. Sorry for making you worry. It's nothing. I've had worst happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head on the counter. Yes, worst thing happened. The girl fidgets with her fingers as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression, and then she shovels some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles and a very troubled look. She seems to fit the librarian perfectly. Library. Okay. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Message? Mm-hmm. Oh, the 2 important books that arrived. Right. They finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst her celebrations, partially for managing to change the topic, I'm sure she noticed me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to shake out a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yoko. This is Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yoko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hey, Hisao. Right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you, too, Hisao. For a second, she visibly attempted to engrave a name on her mind so she won't forget. Juko often arranges to import foreign books in Braille, I don't know how that's pronounced. Palmy. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is made with an expression of abject terror. Please, Lily. I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. It is too much responsibility. Wait. Well, I like these two characters too. But I guess, like, she's, like, the blind girl is, like, the only love option, date option, I guess, because the librarian is the librarian, you know. She's not a student. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm yawning. It's not that I don't like this game, it's just that I'm really tired. All the time. Okay. How it's any responsibility at all? I don't get it. Nah, I don't get how her objection is so sincere. I don't doubt for a second that she would rather disembowel herself on the top of on the spot and tell me where the light novels are. But so there are a lot of books in Braille here. I tend to say today by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work at least partially, yes. Juko seems to not exactly relax, but at least slightly less dense. Well, I think about a third or a fourth of Yabu's library is either in Braille or audio. Makes sense given all the blind students that be here. If it's all that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we got a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary, and then I have to organize and shelve all of it, so it's troublesome and they wait so much. I wish I could quit this job. ... A very awkward silence follows in relation to too much information. I'll go check the aisles then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Juko, I would have those books if it's alright with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ambling down the narrow aisles, I studied the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for I guess I'd never be stuck for choice in here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and Braille books scattered throughout, but it is what it is, a library. It's as if the calm mood from the room I'd had tea with Lily in snuck with us in here. Well, it was here to begin with. Something about that puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the aisle and find a collection of desks set up for study or personal reading. Going a little further though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at the desk either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. No. It's a dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out of the classroom earlier. Okay guys, I think this episode is gonna be a little bit shorter. I was about to say smaller, I don't know. Shorter than my previous one, but hey, I think this is a fitting end. So next time we're gonna talk to the Scar Girl. She's a real cute character, but I've heard things that her ending is bad. But But what do I know? I never played this game. And nobody spoiled it for me. Except that part. Because I told the guys on Discord that I really like this girl. She's cute. Well guys, I'm gonna save the game right here. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.